the street, and it doesn't feel like they've done a whole lot of, they haven't necessarily helped it that much, but they're doing what they can, and just want everybody to realize that your county government is working hard to make the roads as good as we possibly can and as quickly as we can. And if you think that the Hardin County is the only ones having trouble, go out and look at some of the state roads. You know, they are having the same issues, and the cities are having the same issues with this this type of storm, ice and snow mix. So that's where we're at right now. We'll continue to work on it. Our Emergency Operations Center is the center itself. We're closing it down, but we still have several people that are monitoring any calls that may still come in there, and they'll be picking those up on their phones to provide any help that we need. We can still open up and provide warming centers this week as temperatures get really cold, and if you've lost your heat for some reason in your home, then you have just call in, and we'll see if we can find a place to help you at least to find some warmth. We'll continue to do that throughout the week and provide as much help as we possibly can. Okay, so that's kind of an update on the storm and where we're at right now. I'm hoping that we don't have a continuation and more snow coming our way, but if it does, and we'll address it and be ready for it. I did have one thing I wanted to note. I just think it's a good story, and it helps understand a little bit more about how our first responders many times go out of their way. We had one run that in particular, and we got a note from the people that we responded to. I just wanted to, it's just a quick note here. This is a mom. She called and she said that she called 911 for her son in Elizabethtown yesterday. He had a seizure and fell in his garage. He's a young man with autism, which adds another layer to an already challenging situation. And she said, I cannot say enough good things about the team that responded to that call. They were extraordinarily kind in his confusion coming out of the seizure. They communicated with my husband and me through the Ring cameras, bringing comfort to my heart since I couldn't get to him. I am so thankful and just wanted to share this. So the two EMTs that were on that run is Advanced EMT Timothy Hayes and Advanced EMT Daniel Klingman. And I just wanted to note that, and I think that we need to be aware that these things are going on, and I just appreciate those EMTs and along with all the other paramedics and everything that they did during this time, regular runs and then those associated with the storm. Okay. All right. We will turn then back to the agenda and move on to the next item. This is to approve the Hardin County Fiscal Court January 13th, 2026 minutes. I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Squire Clem.
Yes.
Squire Hicks.
Yes.
Squire Muse.
Yes.
Squire Pennington.
Yes.
Squire Saltzman.
Yes.
Squire Thompson.
Yes.
Squire Whitehead.
Yes.
Squire Yates.
Yes.
Judge Tall.
Yes. Motion carries. All right. Next up is our department reports, and we'll start out with EMS. Peterson.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'll give you a quick update about some of our responses during this. It won't take but a minute, but we made from 12:30 Saturday to 8 o'clock this morning, we made 109 responses. Of those 109, we transported 84, and we were canceled on 25. So not too terribly busy. A lot of that has to do with folks staying off the roads like everybody asked. And I'd say probably a dozen or so of those runs were directly related to the snow event. So I have the December activity report for EMS. We were dispatched on 1,389 calls. 10 of those were transfers, 1,379 911s, and then 127 cancellations or non-transports. Totals for the year, we're down about 380 runs from this time last year, 7,970 911 calls, 7,913 responses, 57 transfers, and 804 non-transports. Here's a breakdown by our units and their stations. E-Town trucks being the busiest, and then Radcliffe, the detention center, Sonora, and then White Mills, or West Hardin Fire. We had one full month of Squad 51 at West Hardin Fire District. It made 62 responses, and the average response time for those 62 responses was 16 minutes and 18 seconds, a big change from the 40 or 45-minute responses we were seeing in that area. Collection comparison, we collected $617,405. And that puts our total for the year at 3.7, which is up about 266,000 from this time last year. And there's a look at our last 3 years revenue comparison for this time last year. As you can see, we're still climbing up. This time I'll take any questions.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate the report.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the work that you guys have been doing. All right. Next up, E911, Mike Leo.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
I'm here to present the activity report for the month of December for the 911 Center, and then we have some year-to-date data. 911 calls answered 4,170, 9,536 CAD reports created, answered 5,197 administrative calls, dispatched EMS 1,400 times, fire departments 411 times, handled 2,407 attempt to serve prisoner transport and traffic stop type calls, and 36,680 NCIC and link transactions. Calls were serviced by agency for December, EMS at 36%, Radcliffe PD at 26.5%, Sheriff's Office at 19.6%. You see the remainder of the agencies we provide dispatching services to, their percentages there. Calls for service runs for fire departments. E-Town at 38%, Radcliffe 20.2%. You see the remainder of the fire departments and their percentages there in the graph. Calls transfer secondary sites, total calls 852. E-Town Police 637, Kentucky State Police 215. The 2025, from January till now, well, till the end of December, answered 51,220 911 calls, created 120,117 CAD reports, 67,794 administrative calls, dispatched EMS 16,255 times, 4,993 fire runs, handled 29,960 attempt to serve, prisoner transport and traffic stop type calls, 469,364 NCIC link transactions. I'm probably going to mess some of these numbers up. This is a breakdown of the CAD events created. From 911 calls, 42.6%. From administrative calls, 32.4%. Self-initiated events at 24.9%. This breakdown of type of 911 calls we received, 67.5% were emergencies. See 12.1 is duplicates. 6.7 no contact, 7.2 false calls, and 6.5 non-emergencies. Calls forward to secondary sites, you see E-Town 14.9, State Police 2.3, and 82.8% was calls handled by the 911 center. Also, the breakdown of NCIC transactions. Vehicle inquiries at 21.8%, persons files 10.8%, CAD transactions 7.7%, protection orders 8.1%, driver's license 2.4%, your inlets is 55%, 55.3%. Inlets are out-of-state transactions. Five-year comparison for CAD reports. We were down a little bit from the year before. Five-year comparison for 911 calls, also down a little bit from the year before. 911 wireless calls, down just a little bit from the year before. Administrative calls, down by a few, but up from the previous years. 2022 is when we had the Radcliffe merger. That's where that kind of doubles. Self-initiated events, up from the year before, well, up from all years before. The difference between 2022 and now, it's the Radcliffe stuff, Radcliffe, dispatch for Radcliffe. Same here, down from the year before, but almost double, maybe triple from 2022. And that's it. Any questions for me? Nothing? No questions?
Appreciate it. I know you guys have been busy.
We have been busy. We were staffed pretty well. We had, I thank the sheriff's office for picking up some of my folks and getting them into work. Even though the county may shut down for a little bit, but we got to keep going. So we're stocked and ready to go. And thank some of the local people that fed us. It was helpful. So the people didn't have to go out and try to find something to eat. It went well.
Thank you much. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mike. All right, there's some written reports that are available from planning and from our county clerk. All right, next we'll move on to citizens' concerns or comments. Is there anyone who would like to come forward and for any comments, concerns, praises, whatever? All right, seeing none, we'll move on then. Next on the agenda is a closed session. I am questioning whether we really need one or not. We can have it. If any of you all would like for us to go into closed session, we can still do so. So you just let me know if anybody wants to or not. Are we okay with skipping the closed session?
I don't even know what the closed session was
I-
about.
So it's
Yeah.
an employee termination, and the employee has not asked for a hearing. So if you all want additional information on that, we can go into closed session. Otherwise, we can vote on it. It's related to item
If
F on the agenda.
the employee didn't ask for one, I don't see why we need it.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my thought too, but it's up to you all. Okay, so we'll skip the closed session.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, so we'll move on then to the next item of business. We have an ordinance, first reading of ordinance 344-3, series 2025, fiscal year 2025-26. This is to amend our budget, and it's in regard to FEMA public assistance. Basically, we've got expenses now, and we anticipate those to be somewhere a little over $700,000 to repair a couple of roads. And so we need to be able to amend the budget so allow us to be able to pay those. Of course, this also takes care of the revenue that we're supposed to bring in from FEMA, which hasn't come our way yet, and don't know the timing of that. But whenever it does, we'll have it amended in the budget. So that's what this ordinance is all about. So I do need a motion to approve this ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll have roll call, please.
Squire Clem.
Yes.
Squire Hicks.
Yes.
Squire Muse.
Yes.
Squire Pennington.
Yes.
Squire Saltzman.
Yes.
Squire Thompson.
Yes.
Squire Whitehead.
Yes.
Squire Yates.
Yes.
Judge Tall.
Yes, motion passes. All right, we'll move on then to the consent agenda. Just a few things to say about that. The first 4 items are your typical finance items with the treasurer's financial report for December. And then January claims in January and January claims. And then we have December payroll with registers. And we also have Resolution 016 related to approval of some financial transfers. Next item, item E, is an EMS item, and this is Resolution 11 related to approval of Dr. Bell as EMS Medical Director once again. There's no change to this agreement. We do pay Dr. Bell about $24,600 annually for this service, and everything I've heard and talked to others is he's doing a fantastic job, so we really appreciate Dr. Bell. The next 3 items are personnel related to coroner personnel, E911, and also EMS. And those are resolutions 12, 13, and 15. The next item is Resolution 14. It's related to approval of social media policy amendments in the employee handbook. And then the last 3 items are committee minutes for Public Works, Emergency Service meeting minutes, and also the Finance Committee meeting minutes. So that's what's in the consent agenda. Does anyone disagree with or want to remove any of these items out of the consent agenda?
Judge, can we
Yes.
remove item F?
I'm sorry?
Can we remove item F from the
Item
consent
F?
agenda?
Yes. F. Okay, so this is the approval of the coroner personnel? Okay. So it's Resolution 12. Okay. Any others? All right, so let's proceed with a motion to approve the consent agenda after we've removed item F.
So moved.
Do we have motion? Who seconded? EG seconded. All right. Okay, so let's have a roll call, please.
Squire Clem.
Yes.
Squire Hicks.
Yes.
Squire Muse.
Yes.
Squire Pennington.
Yes.
Squire Saltzman.
Yes.
Squire Thompson.
Yes.
Squire Whitehead.
Yes.
Squire Yates. Yes. Judge Tall.
Yes, motion passes. All right, now we will address Resolution 12. And is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
It's been moved,
Second.
seconded. Okay, is there any discussion?
Judge, before
Yes.
there's a vote, I just wanted to go ahead and say that I'm going to recuse myself for a personal conflict.
Okay, very good. Any other comment? All right, let's go ahead and have roll call, please.
Squire Clem.
Yes.
Squire Hicks.
Yes.
Squire Muse.
Yes.
Squire Saltzman.
Yes.
Squire Thompson.
Yes.
Squire Whitehead.
Yes.
Squire Yates. Yes. Judge Tall.
Yes, motion passes. All right. All right, we'll move on then to our comment time. Start with our county attorney.
I don't have anything.
All right, thank you, county clerk. All right, let's move on to our magistrates. Magistrate Yates.
Yes, Judge. I would just like to thank all of our hardworking employees out there from our jail, sheriffs, EMS, 911, the road department, coroner's office, emergency management. They've all put in a lot of time here the last few days. I talked with Dwight a little bit last night, our road department supervisor, as well as Big Josh today, and the mayor of Radcliffe, J.J. Duval, just a little while ago. Every one of them said the same thing, that it's been very challenging out there removing the snow because of the weight of it. The plows are continuously tripping, breaking away as they're designed to do when they hit something, solid. So they keep breaking away, so that's been a delay in getting your snow removed. Believe me, our guys want to get it removed just as quick as they can because they want to get home to their loved ones and they want to get some sleep. So they're doing their best they can. Bear with them. I can tell you that in Radcliffe, they're about 80% done, and they picked up 2 more Bobcats today. Since the snow is so heavy, what they're actually doing is taking some of those skid steers and Bobcats and tractors around town, making an initial path, and then the plows are coming through, making it easier for them to break away the ice. So I just encourage everybody to be patient. If they haven't got to you, they will. They have not forgot about you, and they will be out there. Also, I want to remind everyone that our next Emergency Service Committee meeting is February 12th at 3:30 p.m.
Sorry. Thank you. Magistrate Saltzman.
Yes, just to echo Mr. Yates, I was with Dwight yesterday and watched him run one of the trucks, and the plow was breaking away, as Mr. Yates said, through some very heavy, thick ice and snow. Yeah, it's pretty tough out there. I've been busting ice over I had one piece that was at least 4 or 5 inches thick in a few spots. So it's tough for our equipment, much less trying to do it by hand. I think that's all I have. Just while I was out with Dwight, I did notice we stopped at a 5-star, and they are giving medium coffee and a medium fountain drink to our road departments, and I want to acknowledge them for that. I thought that was pretty nice that they were doing that. Although we have had other businesses contributing food as we talked to about our emergency operations center. So I just want to thank all those folks that are reaching out and helping out our road crews and our emergency responders.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I should have said that there are businesses out there that are right in the middle of it and helping out any way that they can. It's really a team effort. So thanks for bringing that up. Magistrate Whitehead.
Yes, thank you. A big shout out, of course, to our first responders. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you and couldn't function without you. Much, much appreciation and gratitude to all of the first responders. I'm not going to attempt to name every department. You know who you are. I also want to recognize neighbors and friends out there who've come to the aid of those who need groceries, who need their driveway plowed. My constable in my district came over and plowed my driveway for me. I didn't have to ask him. Just people like that are willing to help their neighbors. That's so important, and it reminds me so much of my co-op days when we talked about people helping people, neighbors helping neighbors. And that's really the way we should all live our lives, in a cooperative way, helping each other to whatever small to large issue you have, and I've seen that, and I appreciate that. And as some of the others have mentioned, this is a great community we live in. It's awesome. And we've got lots of good people out there that have been patient and kind and have stayed off the roads so that our crews can be out there and get those roads cleared and so they can safely travel. So just want to give a shout out to all of those folks. Thank you to our community for being responsive and cooperative. Also want to mention the community, the Resources and Community Support Committee meeting that will be meeting Wednesday, February the 18th at 3:30. And you guys, please, everyone, be safe out there. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Magistrate Clem.
Yes, Judge, I too want to thank everyone. Well summarized by Magistrate Yates. Appreciate that, Chris. And I want to remind folks that the next Finance Committee meeting is February the 17th at 3:30 across the hall. And please don't drink and drive, and don't text and drive. Matter of fact, good idea to not even try to drive, so.
Good point.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good one. I like it.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Magistrate Pennington.
I was hoping you were going to say that. I kind of pictured you saying that in my head, so it just came to fruition. I just want to say I did get a visit with our EOC. You know, it was cool to walk in and see all the businesses that donated food and whatnot, and pizza, chicken wings, all the good stuff. And it's just amazing to see our community and what they've done for each other. And I was talking to Jeff Gregory, the mayor of E-Town, and one thing that he keeps saying is patience, patience, patience. It's like, my street is typically one of the first ones that gets plowed besides some of the main ones, and it's still got a lot of stuff on it, and it's inevitable. It's gonna happen right now. So anybody that's wondering why your street is not plowed, that's why. I mean, it's just hard. So that's all I've got.
All right, thank you. Magistrate Thompson.
Just great appreciation for our community and all who serve here. The worst of times brings out the best in people, and it's proven here in Hardin County. So thank you to our community. I appreciate it. I love it.
Thank you. Magistrate Hicks.
Well, I just want to thank everybody. We've got a great team here in Hardin County. Everybody pulls together and works together, and I'm thankful for that. But I'm thankful for the city. I'm thankful for the governor. I thought he done an extremely good job, and I'm not a big favor of him. I'm not a fan of his, but I think he done a great job during this storm here, and I was impressed with him. And the neighbors, just the people out in the community that really come together and pull together, and it's just a great place to live, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
All right, thank you. Magistrate Muse.
Yes, I've had several calls about roads needing to be cleared, and we haven't got to them yet, but I've relayed your calls to Dwight, our road department, and he's working on it. He's going to get to it, but could be a few days here. But they're working, and we haven't forgot about you. And remind everyone, the next Public Works Committee meeting is on a different day and a different time. It's on a Friday, 6 February at 2 o'clock. Thank you.
All right, thank you. On that note, our next fiscal court is Tuesday, February 10th at 3:30 p.m. I do want to give an update, and our communications officer, Brian Walker, put this out recently here. But Hardin County government will be open normal operating hours tomorrow, Wednesday. And the Hardin County Justice Center will be operating on a 2-hour delay. Are you all on a 2-hour delay also? Or County Attorney's Office is also on a 2-hour delay. A note about the landfill, it will be open tomorrow, thankfully, and operating on normal schedule. UDP, which was formerly Platform Waste, will run trash routes in the unincorporated areas of the county. If a particular road is impassable or dangerous, it will not be serviced. So just be aware of that. Okay, we're doing the best we can, even with our trash service, and we have some difficult things going on there too, with just the trucks trying to get down some of these roads and do it safely.
Just a quick question on that, Judge. Are they going to start with Wednesday's route, I assume, and Monday and Tuesday are left off?
Right. I mean, sometimes if we only have one day where we miss, we can maybe shove everything one day and catch it on Saturday. In this case, we've got 2 days, so we'll be missing Monday and Tuesday, unfortunately.
I just want to clarify because I'm sure we'll be having calls asking. So.
Yeah, I know, and I know there's frustrated people with that, and I just, again, ask for patience and realize that this is the best we can do with these circumstances.
Understood.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I will note too, just kind of a neat thing that our communications officer, he gave me a note here before the meeting, and something that I think we're proud of. We have over 26,000 followers now in Hardin County government. That's up 7,000 in the last 4 months. So this helps us to get our messages out and get things out for everybody. So I'm pretty proud of that, proud of him for leading that endeavor. Okay, I think that's about it. Just wanted to say be safe and on the roads. Yes.
Maybe this is a good time to remind people that we do have a system to sign up for alerts. I don't know if you all kept getting them, but I kept getting the alerts. So if you're not signed up, you need to get signed up. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, so if anybody has it, but you can go online and you can register there. So that's
if you go on our website, and it'll tell you how to sign up for that.
But it's just good to get notified and multiple alerts.
Yeah, it's a good thing to remind, because it's very important that everybody understand what's going on. Okay, anything else? All right, I do need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved?
Second.
Second. Any objections? Meeting adjourned.
Such a child.
Back in the saddle.
What are you doing? You going home?
Yeah, because she said Madison, her boyfriend picked her up. She's staying over there. So that's my cue to, no, yeah. Definitely not, that is definitely.
You're not behind the old plow, you would not be insured for that, and I've seen you drive. No, I was not behind the plow. Okay, you were in the passenger.
He was getting going. Yes. No, I was not in.
Promise? Oh, very good.
Stop myself from